Alright, this will be a short tutorial on editing audio files, audio clips, whether it be testimony from a hearing or audio from encounter with a police officer, radio, traffic, 911 traffic. There's a great little tool for it. It's a free tool. Everybody loves free tools. Audacity's been around for a long time. This is the icon. It's in a folder where I keep a lot of editing stuff, but just get that open. And we're going to drop a little file in here. I have shortened this file so it loads more quickly for this video, but if we drop this in, if it is a longer file, it will take longer to load. I've done ones that are over 3 hours long, and you're sitting here for a few minutes until Audacity has the file ready for you to work with it. Now as we look at this file, it is 2 blue lines here. However, that is one file. It's just in stereo. It's about 6 minutes long, and it will put the audio so it all fits on the screen for you when you first open it up. So the more you have to work with laterally, the easier it is to find the audio section that you want. And the reason for that is you can track down these little peaks and valleys. This track has a little humming in the background for some unknown reason, but you can see where these blue marks are that dip down. Those are typically where questions and answers are from the testimony. To help you with that, you use the zooming tool. There is a selection tool, zooming tool, and a whole bunch of other tools, but if you zoom in, it will spread those valleys out. So what used to be 6 minutes that fit all on the screen, now I have to scroll all the way back and forth to get the whole 6 minutes. Now I know that the section I'm looking for starts right after the 3-minute and 15-second mark. When I spread it all out, I can hit my selection tool, and I know that the question starts without even turning on the audio right here. These dips right here are where the volume gets louder and overcomes the humming that was going on in the courtroom, and that's where the question starts. So I can take my selection tool, as long as I'm before the first big dip here, I can take it back all the way to the beginning of the audio file, and I can edit this. Now you should know that you cannot edit this when you say play it, listen for the spot you're looking for, and then pause it. Pausing is not going to work. You have to have it in stop. If you pause, it's not going to work. I've tried to cut things many times, and it just won't work until you figure out, oh, I need to press stop. But once you press stop, you've got an area selected. You just hit cut. It's that simple. That whole 3-minute 15-second section is now gone. And now I'm just left with a file that's about 245, and it is easier to work with. It's starting right at the point that I need. I don't want to flip on the audio to play it for you because it messes up with the screen recording and the microphone. But what we can do, you can even edit without listening to it, because we can see these peaks and valleys. We can zoom in a little bit further. Here is the question. I know that there's a few dips. I know kind of how long it runs, but I can watch these peaks and valleys until it gets quiet right through here. There was a section on the tape where there just wasn't anybody talking, and that's the quiet part. So I know the answer is done here. So what I'll do is right about the 30-second mark, I'm going to run that to the end. Almost. There we go. And since I still have the audio file stopped, we can cut that. Now we just scroll back to the beginning. There we go. And we have our 30-second section of tape. We can zoom in further for further editing. The more I zoom in, you can see exactly how to cut the audio and where the voices begin. as you're listening, you can see this very well. I've been able to edit audio tracks to the millisecond. It's a really great tool. But when we've got the section that we want, we need to export the audio. If we go to File, Export the Audio, you don't just save it as a certain type of file, it will encode it for you. Replace this one. It gives you a number of options, all these different formats to export to. My default is normally MP3 files, but recently I've been using WAV because it'll play in anything. There are different encodings for MP3s, but the WAV will play on CD tracks. However, I want to get it into court, so I've been using that a lot. If you do the MP3, Audacity will tell you to install a separate DLL file. You have to go to the website and install the DLL file. But for now, we'll just, and they do give you a link, but we'll just do a WAV file. So we hit save. We'll replace that file. We could enter in this information. I just don't care to, not important here. And we hit save. So what that will give us is the folder I saved it to, and it will put it right here. It's about 5 megabytes. It's our WAV file. We can play that. We can write it to a CD, whatever we need to do with that WAV file. So there you go. Very useful tool, very easy to use, reliable tool, and hopefully with some of the simple aspects of it I showed you, this is something that will help your practice, help your next client, and wish you the best of luck.